it won't be the same afterwards.
No, life-changing.
It'll be life-changing, exactly.
Am I gonna cry?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Oh my God!
You won't see the ending coming. It'll be a total plot twist.
Oh my God!
Who are we missing now? Hesham.
Not Hesham.
Who else are we missing?
Juliana,
Hesham.
Adnan.
No, Adnan's here.
Oh yeah.
What?
Thank you.
Hesham.
I love how he says two. That's two. Really?
Hesham, not even close. All right.
Then who's your favorite student?
You'll find out at the end of the year when you get your grades.
It's not the
Oh, at the end of the year when you get your grades, you'll see. Okay, listen up. So, what we're going to do later today we'll have a look at the trigonometry in the tutorial, but we'll continue on to the next chapter now. So, we're going to have a look at calculus.
Yes.
Differentiation.
It's great. It's great. Right. So the first lesson here, I think we'll get two done because there's not really that much to do in the first lesson, just to give you a basic idea. So, first one, a little kind of a warm-up question here. Y equals 9x plus 9. Come on, Sarah, come on.
Did they see?
Right.
I'm not sure.
So, we remember we did this in algebra near the start of the semester, and we had one linear and one quadratic. So what I want you to do, just get started here, is I just want you to solve this. It's easy to solve. What method can we use? A substitution, yeah, because they're both equal to y. Yeah, equating them. So I want you to get the answer here for this. Where does this line and this curve meet? I want you to do that now, please. Get the answer? Yeah. Okay. What answer did you get for x?
0, 1. So 0 minus
0 for x and
minus
y is minus 1?
No,
Or
0 and minus.
okay, so this one here has two answers.
Yeah.
It meets it twice. So, just a little bit of vocabulary. When that happens, we call it a secant, if it meets it twice. But of course, you know, in some situations, it would meet it only once. So, like for example, let me do this one for you. Y equals minus 2x plus 3. Y equals x squared minus 2x plus 3. So let's get the solution here. We have minus 2x plus 3 equals x squared minus 2x plus 3. So here we get x squared. Well, actually, the 3's cancel, and the minus 2x is cancelled, so we get x squared equals 0. So what does x equal? 0, and what would y equal? 3.
Yeah.
So this line meets the quadratic only once. And this time we call this a tangent line. So tangent is when it meets one, and secant is when it meets twice. Okay, so what we're going to do now is try and find tangent lines. So if we can just write this one down as an example. In the first question, I'm just looking for you to decide and work out if it's a secant or if it's a tangent. Okay, you have that? Yeah? Okay, I can scroll down? Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at the next one. So what I tell you here, y equals 9x squared minus 3x plus 4. So let's draw that quadratic. It would look something like this. It might have solutions, I don't know. And this is x, and then this is y. And here, I'm going to draw a tangent line at 0. So, just like this. And what I want to know is what is the slope of this line. Well, the very first thing I should work out is, I should try and get what the y is at least. So, if I know that the x is 0, this is in the question, let's work out what the y is. Well, that's easy. What's the y here? 4. So we have 0, 4. And I want the tangent of this, I want the slope of this line. Now, at the moment, we haven't done derivatives. So I want you to think for a minute, and then I'll get your answer. How can I get the slope of this line? Not using derivatives. So just think for a minute, and maybe write something down if you have an idea. I want to know how to get the slope of this line. So have a think about that for a minute. So there's think of 2 ways to find the slope without using derivative. Right, does anyone have any ideas? Yeah, but how can I find the equation of the line if I only have one point on it?
Can you we get another point?
Without that.
Put y at 0, find the point where the line crosses the x-axis.
But how can I do that if I don't have the equation of the line? Gotcha there. Anything else? Yeah, but how? I only have one point on the line. I only have this point.
Make up another point.
Without differentiating, and I can't make up another point.
It's math, so you can do anything.
No, definitely. This is an EAP class, okay? Come on, we have rules here. Right. Okay, so we have kind of the idea. The problem is we only have one point. And if I want to find the slope, I need to have 2 points. And if I want to find the equation of the line, I need to have 2 points. So my problem is, I'm trying to find the m here. But I can't because I have only 1 point. But at least I can find the c, so that's a start. If I substitute this point in, I get 4 equals 0 plus c, so c equals 4. So I get y equals mx plus 4. But again, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the m. But there is a relationship between this and this that I could use. So, what is the relationship here? Say again, yeah? Say again? Oh, okay. You might have had it though. What's the relationship? Yeah, well, I mean, like, how are they related?
You can equate them.
I can equate them, but
They meet at one point.
they meet at one point. So you know that this quadratic and this linear, how many times should they meet? Once. So if I was to solve these together, how many answers should I get? One. So let's see what happens if I try to solve them, if I do get one answer. So I get 9x squared minus 3x plus 4 equals mx plus 4. Well, the 4's cancel, so we have 9x squared minus 3x minus mx plus 0 equals 0. So I get 9x squared plus minus 3 minus mx plus 0 equals 0.
Why did you add
Yeah. Now, how many answers does this quadratic have? Well, we don't know, do we? But we do know how many it should have. How many answers should it have?
One.
It should have one answer, which means discriminant should equal 0, which means minus 3 minus m squared minus 4ac should equal 0, which means minus 3 minus m squared should equal 0, minus 3 minus m equals 0. So that's the m is minus 3.
You said because b squared minus 4ac equals to 0, that's how you found it, right?
Yeah, I had to use that. So in other words, I had to use the fact that they should meet once, meaning the quadratic that they make has only one answer. So the point I'm showing you here is we can find slopes of tangent lines without using derivatives. Yes?
How could they meet once? I didn't understand that part.
That was in the question. The question is
Oh.
find the slope of the tangent line. So by definition it meets once because it's a
okay.
tangent line.
But they asked us for the secant.
Oh no, that would be quite impossible then. Yeah, because there's so many other points that the secant can go through as the second point, whereas the tangent you don't really have a choice. Okay, there is another way to do it, which is actually the next lesson. So this first lesson, tangent and secant, it's not something on the exam, so we're just going to go into the next lesson now. But all I wanted you to see from this lesson was what's a tangent, what's a secant, and I wanted you to see one method of finding the tangent slope without using derivatives. But of course, derivative is a much more convenient way of finding the slope. But we'll have a look now at the second method. But just for a little bit of practice of this method when you get home, I just want you to try one of these when you get home. So for example, if you could try 2c, if you just want to note that, 2c as just a practice one when you get home. And we'll have a look at the next lesson now, which is a different method for finding the slope of a tangent.
So the homework's only
2c for this one.
So C.
2c.
Question number 6.
C
Second question.
Okay.